Soyinka narrates how he was abducted and robbed during recent visits to Romania, the adoptee for Romania. Renowned playwright and Nobel laureate Professor Wole has shared a harrowing account of being abducted and robbed during a recent visit to Bucharest, Romania, where he was scheduled to attend the prestigious Sibiu International Theatre Festival, FIT. FIT is one of the largest and most important performing arts festivals in the world, held annually in Sibiu, Romania, and attracting thousands of artists and spectators. The festival features a broad range of events, including theatre, music, dance, and circus. In an exclusive interview with the news on Tuesday, September 9, in Lagos, Soyinka recounted the experience, which unfolded shortly after his arrival in Romania. Soyinka had travelled to Bucharest at the invitation of Ambassador Simona Mirela Miculescu, President of the General Assembly of UNESCO, to serve as guest of honor at the festival. He was slated to receive a star on the Walk of Fame, which is a recognition of his global contributions to literature and theatre. However, his excitement quickly turned to shock. Soyinka said he arrived in Bucharest at 12:10 a.m. in high spirits, looking forward to the festival, only for events to take a dramatic turn after he and the party meant to pick him up missed each other at the airport. Soyinka had planned to spend the night in Bucharest before making the short drive to Sibiu for the festival the next day. After missing his host at the airport, he boarded what appeared to be an official taxi to Novotel Hotel, where he was scheduled to lodge. Unknown to him, the driver was part of a criminal gang. Instead of heading to the hotel, he diverted to a deserted, dimly lit area where Soyinka was coerced into surrendering his bank details. Wow. According to the literary icon, the assailant then robbed him of the money before abandoning him. He said he was forced to enter his PIN on a POS machine. So I got into the taxi and the man drove, and finally we got to a spot. It was now close to 1 o'clock in the dead of the night, and I thought, we were in the hotel. Then he brought out his POS. A conversation took place. I narrate all of that in the book, he said. Anyway, the bottom line is that I was in effect abducted, robbed, and deposited in this strange place. I had to enter it without seeing the POS because this man kept hiding it. He was insisting, enter your PIN. That drama lasted inside the taxi between 25 and 30 minutes. I was deliberately entering the wrong PIN, playing for time, hoping people would come out, maybe from the hotel or be strolling around. It was one of those times when everybody refused to come out, completely bare where I was. No sign. I didn't discover it wasn't a hotel until I finally got down. I was still playing for time, hoping somebody would come out of the hotel, maybe smoking cigarettes, even a street walker or whatever. So it became a battle of wills inside the car, which approached violence, he wondering who I was, what I was, and I was playing for time, hoping somebody would come along. And then you can imagine all sorts of imaginations in my head. Why had he dropped me in this particular place? Was it a gang-infested area? Let's just say it was a weird and not very comfortable kind of situation. Eventually that night, anyway, I got to the hotel. I was picked up by a car and taken to Sibiu. Soyinka recounted the incident, described it as surreal, noting that even in hindsight, part of the misadventure still seemed unreal and difficult to believe. Unreal? There's something surreal about it, Soyinka said. Soyinka explained that although the festival organizers were visibly shocked and the police made effort to track down the culprit, he was never informed of the outcome. He had expected the authorities to bring the criminal before him for confrontation, but noted that they seemed more focused on quietly containing the incident. He added that the atmosphere was charged with a troubling sense of melodrama, and certain aspects of the handling of the case deeply unsettled him. Issues he had addressed in the forthcoming edition of his intervention series to be published by Bookcraft. There were some certain aspects that bothered me tremendously, and which I have set out in the next edition of intervention series, which Bookcraft is going to publish very soon, he said. Soyinka noted that while he felt deeply pained by the experience, his concerns went beyond the personal ordeal. For him, the incident underscored the broader issue of crime and punishment, which he said should not be seen merely as an attack on an individual but as an assault on the entire community. I haven't bothered to look closely at my account to see whether the money has been refunded, Soyinka noted. Describing the loss of money as the least troubling aspect of the ordeal, he said, not that I like to lose money, but for me, it's much smaller. Soyinka further observed that the circumstances of the incident suggested it was not the act of a lone criminal but part of an organized network operating under the cover of official taxi services, deliberately targeting unsuspecting visitors. He noted that the matter remained unresolved, adding that he had written about it to unburden himself, while stressing that it raised a deeply fundamental concern. I probably think that the person that was supposed to pick you up and did not come and pick you up, that you missed yourself, it was all part of the plan. Probably. Ikechukwu says, meaning they emptied your wallet, or this is another literature book you want to release. Yeah, I'll write for you. Kenneth says, what's the point of that? Is he trying to justify the security carnage ongoing in Nigeria? We expect him to talk about the state of the nation. Whether what we have now is the ultimate end result of his long year of political activism. At his twilight, he must speak up. Okay, go and dip your hand in his throat. Hey, wahala. At David Phillips must have been kidnapped by one of the members of his pirate confraternity. His only legacy. Haruna says, smile, who dare try that between Nigeria? Even if Jagaban lose-guard himself in outside country, his phone and his ADC phone will also be obtained. Tochukwu says, area man and area boys. Emmanuel says, and you didn't raise alarm. You think Romania is like Ikorodu? Wahala for you people. Prince Trick says, a whole you sir, who goes them? A big gallant man no day on guard for yonder. Don't know for you. Atimoye says, just go to court and stop the run. Go to court as well. Did it happen in Nigeria? Are you people joking? He said they went to Romania. Romania is not in Nigeria. What is wrong with you people? Now for you. Christian says, the boys you train in school these days, maybe they didn't know you are the area father. I don't understand. It didn't happen in Nigeria. What's wrong with you people? Chijozi says, I think Soyinka here will create fear in the mind of Romanian delegates. Michael Benson says, tell that to the birds. Wow. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.